Hello. I am here to answer a question from a young man who goes by the name of Nick, who is 23 and has cerebral palsy. So, hello, Nick. I hope when you watch this, it is beneficial to you and it can help you in your journey. First, let me say that I've been a martial artist pretty much my whole life, and grappling, jujitsu, whatever you want to call it, has been a means to offset a lot of the physical uh, ramifications of having CP. Strength, it's helped me with strength, conditioning, even battling spasticity in a lot of ways. Uh, Let me also say that I'm a blue belt in Jiu-Jitsu, almost purple, in 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu under Master Eddie Bravo, which is a no-gi style. It's very fast, and you really got to think on your toes, so to speak, when especially when you're competing. Um, I compete in the gi, and I tend to like the gi more because I can take my time. There's more to grab onto as far as handles go, and I think overall the gi could be a lot better option for people in special needs. More than anything, though, jujitsu helps me combat um, my emotions and thought process because along the journey in 10th Planet and jujitsu and grappling, there were a lot of days where I just wanted to throw in the towel because my body and brain could not connect, um, and I didn't feel like I was getting anywhere with learning techniques. And the 10th Planet system is it's a very elaborate system, and a lot of the techniques are very uh, elaborate and advanced and require a lot of spinning and flexibility. But thankfully, that I have an instructor in Sensei Derek Stewart that is willing and able to modify techniques and let me embark on a path of self discovery um, to find what works for me. And that is something that, number one, I would want for you. I would want you to find an instructor or gym or dojo that is open minded, where you have an instructor who is patient, that can work with you one on one and individually and help find things that work for your body. Um, and I'll just be honest, a lot of the techniques that I use for my jujitsu that I use in tournaments are extremely simple. There's nothing fancy about my game that I use, but it works. And I'm not bashing what we do in 10th Planet. I just know that when it comes down to me, my game and my knowledge of what to do is extremely simple. It doesn't mean that I don't understand the more elaborate techniques. It's just when it comes down to crunch time, it's going to be up to you and what feels good for your body. Uh, so, first of all, find a school with an open minded instructor and one that will allow you to embark on your own self discovery and filter what you think is applicable and what is not for your body type and your body frame. Um, and secondly, you need to find teammates that are willing to connect with you and help you and meet you where you're at on your journey in jujitsu. I know that a lot of the people that I train with are much bigger than me, and that might be your case, might not. But they're still willing to walk beside me and show me how things can better benefit me. Um, So, so, okay. So recapping, uh, f- finding a dojo that is open-minded and lets you embark on self-discovery. And number two, finding teammates that can walk alongside you and help you. Uh, and I guess thirdly is finding a dojo that pushes you to excel. I know, like I said before, the 10 planet system is extremely elaborate. Um, and like I said, my game, when it comes down to it, is very simple. But 10 planet Jiu Jitsu actually pushes me to see what I can do. And if I run into a barrier, what can I then do to make that work for me, as I said before? The most important thing, though, is in Jiu Jitsu, with special needs, you are going to have to be patient. Um, there was a lot of time in my journey in this style of jujitsu where I really just wanted to walk out of the dojo, with my crutches apparently, but I wanted to quit because I didn't feel the need to go through this ongoing struggle between my body and my brain, not working in conjunction in my emotions and my mental thought process that would uh, go through my mind at any day where my emotions and my thoughts would just say, dude, you suck. Just quit. Like you're not meant for this. But I wasn't willing to take that. And so over time, I started to uh, find what works. I started to find what I was good at. And through a lot of trial and error and my share of losses in tournaments, I started to win. I'm pretty close to, I think, 5 gold medals and a few bronze. Um, but it's definitely possible to be successful in jiu-jitsu, and it's not just all about medals and winning, but more so it's about self-mastery and can you better control your emotions and your thought process? Can you better handle life? Is is jiu-jitsu helping you in those aspects? To quote the amazing Kyotera, um, who once said, "It's not how good your jiu-jitsu is, but how good your jiu-jitsu is for you." Um, Jiu-jitsu can teach you so much about life. So many times in tournaments, you have to weather the storm. You have to stay calm. You have to breathe. You you have to be willing to take on that first wave of attack, and then when you realize that hey, this isn't so bad, then things start to click and you start to move, and eventually you're doing what you're taught to do. You're reacting how your training has taught you. Um, so it's taking the first step like you have and reaching out about jujitsu is the biggest step. Now it's finding a dojo uh, that has an open-minded instructor, one that leads you to self-discovery about yourself and self-mastery, and three, it's about finding solid teammates, um, and how jujitsu can better you as a man. I'm not sure the severity of your condition, but jujitsu will change your life um, if you let it. If you're willing to walk through a lot of the personal valleys that you'll find in jiu-jitsu, and you will. I don't know anybody, special needs or able-bodied, that doesn't have moments in the journey where they're like, maybe I should quit because I'm not that good at it. But man, if you stick with it, I promise you, you will succeed, and you then can pass on jiu-jitsu and how it's changed your life to other people. So I hope this helps you, and I hope that you find a great jiu-jitsu school, whether that be gi or no gi, and that you start seeing radical changes in your life. because I promise you will. And I hope that it leads you to discover more about who you are, because that's ultimately what it's about in the end. So I hope this has helped you. And if you have any more questions, or if any of you viewers have questions that watch this, please let me know and I will answer. Thanks. Later.